Top 5 Intelligence Agencies in the World 2017. At number 5. The Institute for Intelligence and Special Operations MOSSAD. MOSSAD is the National Intelligence Agency of Israel. MOSSAD was formed on December 13, 1949, as the Central Institute for Coordination, at the recommendation of Prime Minister David Ben-Gurion to Reuven Shiloah. It is one of the main entities in the Israeli intelligence community, along with Amman, the military intelligence, and Shin Bet, which is internal security. MOSSAD is responsible for intelligence collection, covert operations, and counter-terrorism, as well as bringing Jews to Israel from countries where official Aliyah agencies are forbidden, and protecting Jewish communities. At number 4. FSB Russia. The Foreign Intelligence Service of the Russian Federation is Russia's external intelligence agency, mainly for civilian affairs and the military affairs espionage counterpart is the GRU. The SVR is the successor of the first Chief Directorate PGU since December 1991. The headquarters of SVR are in the Yasenevo district of Moscow. Unlike the Russian Federal Security Service FSB, the SVR is responsible for intelligence and espionage activities outside the Russian Federation. It works in cooperation with the Russian Main Intelligence Directorate. At number 3. Secret Intelligence Service SIS. The Secret Intelligence Service SIS, commonly known as MI6, Military Intelligence, Section 6 is the Foreign Intelligence Agency of the British government. The Secret Intelligence Service is held accountable to the Foreign Secretary. SIS is bound by the Intelligence Services Act 1994. The name MI6 was used as a flag of convenience during the Second World War when it was known by many names. In late 2010, the head of SIS delivered what he said was the first public address by a serving chief of the agency in its then 101-year history. The remarks of Sir John Source primarily focused on the relationship between the need for secrecy and the goal of maintaining security within the UK. His remarks acknowledged the tensions caused by secrecy in an era of leaks and pressure for ever greater disclosure. Since 1995, the SIS headquarters have been at Vauxhall Cross on the south bank of the River Thames. At number 2. Central Intelligence Agency CIA. The Central Intelligence Agency CIA is a civilian foreign intelligence service of the United States federal government, tasked with gathering, processing, and analyzing national security information from around the world, primarily through the use of human intelligence. As one of the principal members of the U.S. intelligence community IC, the CIA reports to the Director of National Intelligence and is primarily focused on providing intelligence for the President and Cabinet. Unlike the Federal Bureau of Investigation (FBI), which is a domestic security service, the CIA has no law enforcement function and is mainly focused on overseas intelligence gathering, with only limited domestic intelligence collection. The CIA has increasingly expanded its role, including covert paramilitary operations. One of its largest divisions, the Information Operations Center (IOC), has shifted focus from counter-terrorism to offensive cyber operations. At number 1. ISI Pakistan. The Inter-Services Intelligence ISI is the premier intelligence agency of Pakistan, operationally responsible for gathering, processing, and analyzing national security information from around the world. As one of the principal members of the Pakistani intelligence community, the ISI reports to the Director General and is primarily focused on providing intelligence for the government of Pakistan. The ISI consists primarily of serving military officers drawn on secondment from the three service branches of the Pakistan Armed Forces: Army, Air Force, and Navy, and hence the name Inter-Services. However, the agency also recruits many civilians. Since 1971, the ISI has been headed by a serving 3-star general of the Pakistan Army, who is appointed by the Prime Minister on recommendation of the Chief of Army Staff. The ISI gained global recognition and fame in the 1980s when it supported the Afghan Mujahideen against the Soviet Union during the Soviet-Afghan War in then communist Afghanistan. During the war, the ISI worked in close coordination with the Central Intelligence Agency of the United States to train and fund the Mujahideen with American, Pakistani, and Saudi funds.